Hi guys, welcome back to LPB Racing for the Manufacturer Series on GT Sport. This is round 2, race 3 here at Sainte-Croix, and we're ready for a start here in the Peugeot RCZ GR3 car. So the grid is obviously as it was from the last race, but with obviously the weight on and that. So Callum on pole position because he won the last race on maximum ballast. Then it's Neil Farmack, Techno, Bidzster, Seek, they're all on weight ballast. Then it's TY with no weight on, so watch out for him. Stretch with no weight on as well. Rodders, Stacker, and then Firepower is the grid order. So let's go, guys. We're testing some new camera angles for this one, so let's see how they treat us. Let's just turn that the display all off. That's it. We're ready for a start here in the GR3s, and we are away. Callum gets a good start. TY gets a good start as well. He's already up to 4th, 3rd. What a start from TY. 2nd place for TY already. As we go down towards the first corner, all the pack together. And it's about 6 into 1 as we go into the first corner then. Stretch there into 7th. And then we've got TY and Rodders side by side. TY gets muscled out by Rodders and Bidzster. The two teammates side by side as we go into the next corner. And it's Rodders on the inside. Callum in the lead. TY up the inside of Stretch. Stretch trying to go around the outside. TY getting muscled, going backwards there because he just got muscled out a bit. Seat 1 hits Bidzster and Rodders go off. The two team takeaway cars go off. Bidzster goes right back down to almost last place as we look towards everyone else then at the front. Stretch has gone up to 2nd. Seat 1's in 3rd. Callum's still in the lead. TY's in there as well, all over the back of Seat 1. All over the back of him, trying to look for a way through. Up over the top then, there's Neil Farmack, Techno, Stacker and Bidzster. So Bidzster's getting past Stacker now, trying to make up some more places there. So Bidzster on the inside of Stacker into the next corner, and it slides into the corner and gets him. So let's see where everyone else is going. So let's have a look at Callum and Stretch. They're at the front. Stretch no ballast on. Callum maximum from the last race. So let's see what happens. So into the fast right hand corner that leads onto the back straight. Stretch okay around there. Seat 1 TY, Rodders, Neil Farmack, Techno and Bidzster on the inside of both of them. Bidzster trying to get past both Team Rabble cars on the inside as we go down the straight. Bidzster with 4th place weight on, so 80 kilos on for Bidzster, not as much weight as the others around him. As we look down to the next corner, Bidzster and then Techno and Neil trying to sort each other out. Neil's in front now of Techno as Bidzster folds in behind. Meanwhile, near the front, Seat 1 3rd. And then we've got TY 4th. Neil almost giving up 6th to Bidzster, but Bidzster not able to quite get through yet as he defends the inside. But Bidzster not going for a move yet onto the bridge. These GR3 cars really rapid and Stretch now. All over the back of Callum. Remember, Callum 200 kilos of ballast. Stretch has got nothing. No ballast at all. And he's about to go right round the outside of him if he can, but no, Callum defends the inside and defends it well. And now he might get a bad run out the corner though because he's defended it. Oh, power slide for Callum. Gets the power on super early and tries to make up places, but there's Rodders in 5th. Bidzster's up to 6th now ahead of the two Team Rabble cars who are battling each other. So Team Rabble going a bit further backwards in this. There's Stacker and Firepower makes up the rear. As we look to Stretch and Callum then. Up to the right-hander. Sorry, the left-hander. Sorry, the other right. The other left. So down to the last corner, which is a right-hand corner, 90 degrees, quite quick, but the wall comes quick on the outside as well. Seat 1 closes up on Stretch. So Seat 1 with some decent pace here, looking to try and catch up to Stretch. And Stretch gets a good run on Callum out of that last corner. Down the straight we go. Callum's going to have to defend the inside here. Stretch is going for the inside. Callum doesn't even bother to defend because he knows he's not got a chance. Even if he does defend, Stretch will just get him out the corner. So he might as well let him go now and try and get him back. But Stretch did cut the track a little bit there. That could be a penalty coming his way. And does he let him back through, or is he just going side by side? But the side by side to the next corner anyway. Seek trying to join in. Into the left-hander, Callum up the inside, Stretch right round the outside on the brakes and takes the lead. Callum back into 2nd, Seat 1 wanting to be 2nd, all over the back of the Team Smirnoff car. And the Team Leon car has both hit the inside wall. Both get really bad oversteer and hit the inside wall. TY 4th, Rodders 5th, Bidzster 6th and catching up. And Techno's trying to go with him. Neil's gone backwards in the other Team Rabble car towards Stacker. And Firepower still struggling in this car in 10th place. Callum then trying to stick with Stretch here, but again the 200 kilos will not help him at all on the straights of Sainte-Croix and all the acceleration zones. So seat 1 closes up slightly. Go out of that corner. So Callum with a bit of a slide on there. There's TY. Rodders and Bidzster. So Bidzster's catching up to his teammate. Techno's trying to go with him. So Bidzster catching up to his teammate there. There he goes in the Team Takeaway car, which is this one was sponsored by Dunkin' Donuts this time. Or other brands available. So going across onto the straight then. Bidzster in the draft for his teammate. Now what's Rodders going to fight him here, or he's going to make it a bit easier for him. But down the straight we go. Bidzster moves out to the left. And he's going to go past him. Yeah, I think Rodders has lifted off. Yeah, Rodders has lifted off and let him go. So sensible stuff from Rodders. Lets his teammate go through and says, right, okay, you've got the pace, I'll follow you. So good teamwork there by Rodders, even though he has gone really slow into that corner, and Techno can see a gap on the inside. Is he going to go for it? No, not yet, because he's got a penalty to get rid of. So not quite yet, as Callum then has closed right back up to Stretch a little bit, and Seat 1's right on him as well. So they're all three still running very close together, but Stretch in the lead from Callum. So Stretch, Callum, Seek. Callum not letting Stretch get away, even though he's got weight on and Stretch has got nothing on. He's still not letting him go properly yet. So Callum's still putting up a good fight, but now he's got Seat 1 all over the back of him, so he's going to have to change his approach. Speaking of approach, that exit was a bit leery, but he managed to get it all good as Bidzster now closes up onto the leaders. So Bidzster doing quite well here, even though he did get shoved out on that first corner melee, so we'll just get a replay of that in now. Okay, let's have a look at the start on board with TY then. So we're getting ready for a start here. Revs rising, and we're off. And TY gets a really good pickup, and look at that. 1, 2, and it's going to be 3 places made up. Second place by the first corner, and he could even challenge Callum around the outside. But he tries to, but then he ends up running a bit wide himself. He actually gets a twitch on with the power, so runs wide onto the grass and just about keeps it going. There goes Rodders, then there's everyone else. And Bidzster and Seat goes through. Now watching to here, we break into the third corner. Break, quite early, just to give a bit of space to people. A little bit of contact with Stretch, but no worries. But watch Rodders and Seek here. Rodders goes into the corner defensive, runs wide, hits Seek, and then hits Bidzster. So it was actually Rodders' fault why all that happened. But again, just a racing incident, but Rodders could have really used a bit more room on the inside there. Come back from that then, we go down to the next corner. We've got Seat 1 right behind Callum again, can't quite find a way through. Onto the straight, Callum has a little up, but again he's not going to be able to get close in the draft, just moving across, just so he can't really get a move on him. So Stretch doing a good defensive job there. Go down to the next corner, and sorry that guys, just mute the mic after I had a bit of a cough, but we're all good, we're all back. Stretch GT then in the lead from Callum in second place, right behind him. Doesn't matter if he's got 200 kilos on or not, Callum's pushing him. Seat third, and Bidzster now right behind TY. Bidzster sliding that car out the corner, really pushing hard here. Let's have a look back, we've got Rodders and with Techno all over the back of him now. So Rodders, actually I think Rodders has passed Techno there, so I don't know actually, but still they're battling quite close. It's amazing what happens when you take your eyes off the screen for a couple of seconds. It all changes as Stretch, Callum and Seat close together then into the next corner. Seat just moving the car to the left just to make himself a bit more visible in Callum's mirrors, just to put that extra bit of pressure on, as Callum now goes to the inside quite early again just to try and put Stretch off, but Stretch defends the inside as Callum, I thought he was going for a lunge there, but he was just defending from Seat because Seat's very close. Seat switches back to the inside, gets the inside for the next corner, but Callum shuts the door in his face and says, have that. Not getting me past me that easy, but now it's on the straight. Seat 1 will have a little bit of an advantage with a tiny bit less weight than Callum as they go down the straight. Callum's still struggling to get the speed, but again Seat can't quite close up either. Into the Little King, Bidzster's past TY in the background, so Bidzster's ahead of TY now, so we'll get a little replay on how that switched. Okay, here's a replay of how Bidzster passed TY. So you just saw Bidzster really slide out that corner there. And then down here on lap 3 into this corner. TY gets a massive twitch there into the corner, goes wide. And Bidzster gets a good run up the inside and passes TY on the inside and takes the position. And then we join again just after that. Bidzster goes into the next corner and then goes completely wide off onto the gravel, just touches the gravel, sucks him in a bit, and then he gets repassed by TY. But watch this, Bidzster not one for wanting to give up, goes into the next corner, gets a really good run, and then into the next corner down here. Watch this, TY goes in, Bidzster gets a really good run on the inside, TY runs a little bit wide, Bidzster's right up there on the inside, and then gets through on straight on the power as we look on board with TY. There goes Bidzster past him. And as we come back from that, we go out of the corner, Bidzster sliding the car all over the place. It's stretched now, seriously having to defend from Callum. But again, even with the weight on, Callum is a force to be reckoned with here. Super fast on GT Sport, really struggling on Project Cars, but really fast on GT Sport is Callum as they come down the straight. I mean, I know the two black cars look very similar, but they are different teams. As Callum then gets passed by Seek, so he knows he's going to get passed by Seek at some point, so he thinks, right, I'll let Seek have a go at Stretch and see if I can find another way through. And Stretch makes a little mistake out of that corner. Seek one tries to go around the outside, but that's not going to work. It's too much of a long way around. So he's going to tuck back in behind Stretch now, get a bit of a draft. He might be able to look up into the inside of the left-hander coming up, but again, not quite close enough to get a move done, because you've got to make sure you're alongside enough to commit to the move. As Bidzster then in 4th place closes, TY 5th, Rod is 6th, still ahead of Techno in the background as well. So I think Techno had a good run out of that corner there, so that could be a change happening. Stacker in 9th, Firepower still struggling in 10th place, but Stacker, hats off to him, can still see the pack. So good job on him as Stretch now having to defend. So Stretch really making a good impact on his first round with LPB Racing. It's only his 3rd race with us, and he's doing very well indeed as we go into the first corner. Just doesn't have to defend because he knows he's got the car length in front, and he knows that it's going to be too hard of a move to put on him, so he doesn't bother to defend that one. But he might have to defend this one because Seat 1's looking at the inside into the next corner, but again, he knows the car width, he knows the car length, he knows that where to defend and where not to. Into the left-hander then, should go as close to the wall as you can on the inside and then go out of it. But look, Bidzster's right on this pack now. 3:05.1 his fastest lap on lap 2. The rest of it 3:07s, 3:08. So Bidzster really on the move here. So out that corner we go. Again, Stretch not really able to pull away from Seek 1 as we go out that corner. Bidzster right on the back of Callum now. So Bidzster with 80 kilos on, and Callum with 200 on from the last race as they go into that corner. Can't quite get a move done yet. Will Bidzster go back to the inside? Yes, he is! He's going right back to the inside. Has he got it? Yeah, has he got it? Not quite. So remember, Seat 1 though from the last race, he's got... Oh, Stretch has gone backwards. So again, I was just literally looking at the numbers on the laptop, and then I've just looked back and it's all changed. We'll get a replay. Okay, here's a replay of what happened to Stretch on lap 4 then in a bit more clearer detail. So he goes wide, touches the gravel, slide, and that's where I was focusing on Bidzster and Callum and looking at my laptop and not looking at what we were doing. So I do apologise for that, but then Stretch goes back down to 4th. And now we have a look at what happened to Stretch into this next corner. So he goes into it, runs wide out of the back of Callum, and then just loses sight of the track into the gravel, sucks him right up. TY says tar very much, and then Stretch gets going in 5th. And just as we come back from that replay, Stretch goes in the gravel. So Stretch has gone wide out that corner, went into the gravel, so he's thrown it all away. What a shame. But it's now down to 3 for the lead, so apologies for that, ladies and gentlemen. I just looked at the laptop for the weight numbers, and then it all changes as Bidzster and Seat then battle through that corner. Callum right behind him as well. Down to the hairpin we go. Bidzster on the inside, Seat 1 to the outside. Callum waiting in the wings for anything to happen. Bidzster defends the inside, a little bit of a penalty to get rid of. Whoa! Gets the power on and snaps out the corner. Seat 1 looks to the outside, but again the next is the left corner for this one as we go up and over the bridge. Get the power on. Seat 1 has a bit of a squirm there as the car wheel spins over the bump, but again not too bad as we go down the straight then. Bidzster 80 kilos, Seat 1 160 kilos, Callum 200. So you would think that Bidzster would have the faster car here as he goes to the inside to defend from Seat 1 into the left right. And all clear, so it's amazing how much it can change in a lap. So again, I do apologise for missing out on the little bit of action earlier. They're not commentating on it, but again, just looking at the numbers on the laptop for the weight numbers as we go down to the left-hander. Bidzster and Seek still can't find a way through past Bidzster and Seek because TY and Stretch quite close together. TY struggling with the front locking on this car. Techno and Rodders still battling out for 6th and 7th. Techno ahead of Rodders now, both very close into the left-hander, and down towards the last corner we go. Neil Farmack closing up on the back of them as well. Stacker's not too far behind, he can still see him, so good on him as well. As we go back to the leaders then, Bidzster in the lead from Seat 1, that's 5 out of 7. Seat 1 goes to the inside, Bidzster doesn't even bother to defend. So Seat 1 goes through on the inside, Bidzster goes for the switch back and gets a massive twitch. Bidzster gets a massive twitch there after settle being behind Seat 1, so that's not like Bidzster to not defend, but he must have known that he'd have got past on the inside, so Bidzster not bothering to go for the defence as he knows he would have got past anyway. So Seat 1 takes back the lead, Bidzster second, Callum third. Will it remain that way to the end? I don't know, but we'll see as Bidzster looks to the inside of Seat 1 into the left, into the right hander. Oh, contact, bang! Hits him, but goes through. But a little bit of contact there. Is Bidzster going to let him back through for the contact or not? I don't think he is. He's on it, so we'll get a little replay on that move. Okay, here's a little bit of a replay of the move that Bidzster pulled on Seek. So we're going around here. See, he gets a good run on Seek. Goes around the outside of him, still on the outside. And then brakes more than he's alongside. And then Seek turns in early looking for his line and then realises that Bidzster's there and then has to let him through. So fair move in my opinion. So as we come back from that then, we look at Seek 1 trying to chase Bidzster who's just passed him, and the Callum right behind as well. Go down towards the straight, Bidzster makes a mistake. Again, I'll look at the laptop to get a number from somewhere, and Bidzster's made a mistake, so again, replay. Okay, here's a replay of the Bidzster mistake that we missed earlier. So going down here, see we go into this corner and out of it, we run wide onto the grass, just carried too much speed, and then massive twitch and Seek and Callum very lucky to avoid Bidzster there, but good avoidance techniques there by Seek and Callum. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I've shut the laptop down. So I'm not going to be looking at that anymore. I've literally closed the lid on the laptop. I'm not looking at that anymore. I'm not looking at the pure racing here. Seat 1, because we all know the weight anyway. So Bidzster and Seat 1 side by side into the corner. Bidzster goes on the grass. Seat 1 looking for a way through. Bidzster defends the inside but has to move out. Seat 1 goes right to the inside. Does he go through? No, he doesn't. He decides to fold in behind. Callum takes the lead then. So Callum, Bidzster, Seek, Stretch, TY, so Stretch ahead of TY and closing up on the leaders. Neil Farmack in 6th from Techno and Rodders, so Neil gets past both of them, so we'll get a replay on how that switched as well. Okay, here's a replay of how Neil Farmack passed Rodders and Techno then, so he goes into the next corner, see Rodders on defends, then Neil goes straight back to the inside, does a cutback, Techno runs wide as well, and then he ends up taking 2 birds with 1 stone, but Techno fights back, but again can't quite get through, so Neil takes both cars in 1 corner. Okay, here's a replay of what happened to Neil then, so he goes wide, Techno goes through on the inside, and then he just goes wide and wide and wide, hits the grass, massive tank slapper, can't get hold of the car, and bang into the guardrail, and then that's how both of them managed to get through. So as we come back from that one then, Neil into 6th place ahead of his teammate, and it's Callum and Bidzster for the lead. Callum defends the inside from Bidzster, Bidzster gets alongside, can't quite do it. Callum defends into the corner, but he's going to be slow out, and has a twitch, and Bidzster has to move out to the left to avoid him. So very close indeed, but look who's catching up. It's Stretch in the Peugeot, obviously, because we're all running the Peugeot, because it's the manufacturer series, so this one is Peugeot this round. Next week will be Aston Martins around Brands Hatch, so don't forget to tune into that, guys, as well. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you think this racing is fantastic, because I think it is. As Callum and Bidzster go down to the last corner, and Callum goes out to the right to defend. Bidzster goes round the outside. He's going to be able to get through before the corner. Yes! Right round the outside goes Bidzster, and Seat 1 says, wait for me, I'm going to go around the outside too. So Callum gets absolutely mugged there and gets passed around the outside by 2 people in one go. So not good for Callum there, but Seat 1, the defending champion, really proving he's one of the front runners now on GT Sport after having that win in Division 2 and obviously winning overall last time out in the WEC Championship. So number 1 for Seat 1 there in the Team Leon car. So good to see the number 1 on someone else apart from Bidzster, Callum and TY for a change, but yep, so Seat 1 the reigning champion, and he's proving that he's got the credentials to carry that number 1 with the 2nd place so far. As Callum's right behind him now, he says, I want that number 1 back, that's mine. As we go down to the next corner, right hand corner, Callum can't quite get through. Bidzster's pulling away a little bit now, got a little bit of a gap. Seat 1 trying to close it down, but again trying to watch Callum behind him. Stretch catching up in 4th place also. TY 5th, Rodders 6th ahead of Techno, and Neil's gone backwards, so Neil goes back to 8th place. Again, replay on that switch. As we come back from that then, Rodders in 6th place, keeping ahead of Techno. As you look back towards the leaders then, into the corner before, the penultimate corner before the straight. Round onto the straight we go. Bidzster's got a little bit of a lead now. Seat 1 second, Callum 3rd, Stretch 4th, TY 5th, Rodders 6th, Techno 7th, so Rodders doing well to keep Techno back, so 311.6 personal best for Rodders, but Techno's personal best is a 308, but that was on lap 2, so obviously the pace has gone down a bit from then. Neil Farmack 309 best in 8th place, Stacker in 9th, we've gone a bit far back now, and Firepower right at the back, not enjoying this car at all, and hopefully he'll be able to fight back next time in the Aston Martins, because he should have a bit of Firepower and Rodders should have quite an advantage in that car, because they because they was in it in the WEC Championship, so they know the car quite well, so that'll probably give them a little bit of an edge, so hopefully good results for them next week. So let's fingers crossed guys for them, let's wish them well. As Callum then defends the inside from Stretch, who's now back on these boys. Callum with maximum weight, can't defend from Stretch. Stretch gets right past him on the straight. Again, these weight penalties like the WTCR Series ones, really mixing up the grid here. It's brilliant to see. It gives midfield runners a chance at attacking the top end runners with weight on. So it's really good, balances out the whole field and gives us some spectacular racing. As you look back at Techno, who's ahead of Rodders then, Rodders loses a place to Techno. So Rodders in a Team Rabble sandwich in the Team Takeaway car. As Bidzster, his teammate, in the lead of the race then. From Seat 1, Stretch and Callum, all together almost as one. A bit more of a gap between them now than there was before, but still 1 lap to go when they cross the line this time. Last lap of the race about to start now for Bidzster. Across the line, last lap of the race, 306.3 for Bidzster, so putting his foot down, 307.1 for Seek. So Bidzster putting his foot down well and truly, 305.6 for Stretch. Brilliant stuff, but Bidzster still holds the fastest lap of the race at a 305.1. So we know that Bidzster's got the pace to pull away here, as Callum on a 308.1, his fastest lap, because of the 200 kilos that he's carrying. So again, not doing too bad on pace, but again the weight really coming into its own as Bidzster makes a little mistake there onto the way into the corner. Little bit of oversteer, just makes the car twitch, but he luckily just gets hold of it. As Seek 1 then in 2nd place into the right-handers. There's not really a double apex because there's a bit of a straight between them, but right-hander and right-hander, 90 degrees, and slide out of the corner, get the power on, 160 kilos versus 0. Stretches right on him now and he wants an extra place. Down to the left-hander, 90-degree left, opens up a bit, get the power on, don't touch the gravel. Really close there for a few people, but again, they all get away with it. There's TY further back and Callum trying to keep with the pack as well. It's Bidzster in the lead. Kicks up a bit of dust. Seek 2nd. Stretch 3rd. And will he get a good run onto the straight here with not much weight on? I think he will as we go onto the straight. Stretch will catch up a little bit. Whether it's close enough for a move, I don't know. Let's go on board with Seek and see how fast he's closing up. You can see him closing up slightly, but that's not really going to be close enough for the next corner, which is just coming up ahead of us. So he'll be closer, but no cigar just yet. Into the little kink for the last time. Up and over the little bit, and then down towards the hairpin, hard on the brakes, down to second gear. Watch the car on the way out, 'cause it gets very twitchy as Stretch runs wide. But is he going wide to get a better run out? I think he was. And also getting rid of a bit of a penalty as well, which will help Seek out a bit. As we go into the bridge, Stretch still getting rid of a little penalty, so he could have to get rid of that near the end of the race, so watch out for that. So Bidzster in the lead from seat 1 and Stretch. Onto the straight, will Stretch go to the inside? He's having a little look, he's moving left, moving right, trying to put the pressure on. Into the corner, again, brakes early just to get rid of a bit more penalty. And he'll probably accumulate another one there by doing that, so he's got to be careful. And seat 1, oh, almost hits the wall. Close stuff there as TY goes, and actually TY's hit the wall. Where's Rodders and Co? No, he's alright, he's got going. Rodders is in 6th, he's ahead of Techno again, so they've been having a ding-dong battle all race. Brilliant stuff. As we go back to the leaders then, Bidzster round in the penultimate corner. There's seat 1, Stretch, so it looks like it's going to be ending in this order, but again, one mistake out of the last corner could make a difference. Down to the last corner we go. Can Stretch get a brilliant run out of here to get ahead of Seek? We'll have to see. Goes into the corner very nicely and gets a good run out, but it's going to be Bidzster for the win. Bidzster takes victory here at Sainte-Croix. Well done, Bidzster. 2nd for Seek 1, 3rd for Stretch. Podium finish, well done to him. 4th for Callum with maximum weight on, well done as well. TY in with 5th place weight. Now remember, the top 5 will carry weight in the first race of the Aston Martins. So in the Aston Martin V8 Vantage road car, they will carry weight. So we'll have to see how that goes as Techno goes through the last corners. I think Rodders hit the wall there. Rodders hit the wall, so it's Techno 6th, and it's Neil 7th from Rodders. He gets passed on the line. Oh, replay. Just before we look at that last corner on the line action, let's look at some of the battles that the 3 had. Techno, Rodders and Neil. So we're going around here. Neil makes a mistake there out of that corner, hits the wall, so that's his race done out of that group. So then it was Rodders and Techno. Techno goes wide, Rodders goes through, Techno fights back on the inside, and then Rodders tries to fight it out around the outside. Can't quite stick with it. Techno keeps ahead, defends into the next corner. Rodders goes for the switchback, but again, not much can be done there. And now we're on the straight with Rodders and Techno, looking down towards the little kink left as Techno defends the inside, but then goes back to the outside. Rodders goes to the inside, and then they bang contact as they go under brakes. Both get going as Techno goes ahead, and then Techno says no, after you. Rodders says no, after you. But Rodders then takes advantage in 6th place. Round the hairpin we go, nose to tail. Rodders gets a little bit of a slide on there, and Techno does as well. So both not really gained much or lost much from that. Then up to the bridge. Up and over the bridge. Techno gets quite a good run here, as you see there, but Rodders then pulls away. And now this is what happened to Rodders for him to lose the time. Just another thing that happened further back. So he goes wide, ow, bang, hits the wall, and then loses a place to Techno, who's going home for 6th. And Rodders falls back down to 7th, and then falls under attack from Neil Farmack, as we will see next. So here we are then on board with Rodders, takes several stabs at the apex, and then bang, runs wide, hits the wall. Here comes Neil Farmack, sensing an opportunity, and drives straight past him to take it on the line. Close gap. So as we come back from that, Neil takes 7th on the line from Rodders after a really close finish there. Rodders just hitting the wall and losing himself time. But can't really be helped. Obviously, you're trying to push as hard as you can, but not to be, as Stacker comes across the line in 9th place. Well done to Stacker, and Firepower rounds off the 10. So we'll just get those results and points confirmed for you now, guys. Okay guys, here's the results from that then. So Bidzster wins that one. Well done to Bidzster, 5/10 ahead of seat 1 in the end in 2nd place. Stretch takes 3rd, and then it's Callum in 4th. TY finishes in 5th, so they'll all carry weight in the next round. So it's Techno in 6th, Neil Farmack finishes 7th, Rodders in 8th, 9th for Stacker, and 10th for Firepower. Bidzster with the fastest lap, a 3:05.1. And after that, guys, the points in this one. So 107 for Bidzster, and then it is Callum second on 104. Then it's Neil on 80 points in third. Fourth for Techno on 66. And Rod is in the top 5 on 62. TY just short of the top 5 on 57. In the teams, it's Team Takeaway on 169. Then it's Team Smirnoff on 151. Rabble on 146. And Team Leon round off the 4 with 92 points. So as we come back from that then, there is your winner in the orange and black car, Bidzster for Team Takeaway. He wins that race, well done to him. And we will see you guys next time, guys, for round 3 at Brands Hatch in the Aston Martin. So stay tuned for that, guys, and take care.